Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, playing Age of Wonders Planetfall. And of course I'm picking up exactly where I left off in the last video. One thing I've decided while I was loading this video in is this is going to be the last in this little series of Age of Wonders Planetfall. Because I think there's a good balance between playing videos to kind of show the systems and explain what I think of a game, and then just ending up just playing a game as if it's my whole channel just playing one game. So I think I've played enough of this for anyone who watches the videos to pick up the game, to get the kind of hang of it. I'll come to an overall thought of a game at the end, and like I said, I may well do some more videos of this game showing how it develops later with more colonies and everything, but this will be the last at the moment. So firstly, picking up from where we left off, we just killed a whole load of Paragon. We've got that middle sector that we wanted, which is really good because it's giving us a research centre and extra research, so that's very good. If you can kill random bugs, and by bugs I mean marauders, but they're usually bugs. Sometimes they're different, but they're often bugs anyway. Then do it, because they'll just come and we've run out of movement points. Yeah, so they'll come and, you've seen it already, they'll come and attack your colony, or they'll attack your forward base, or whatever they're going to do, because they're marauders, and that's what marauding is. So also we've got our colonizer. I can't remember if we've got more. Yeah, we've got some movement points on that. So I decided that area was that area was quite a good area to colonize, because it's like a different looking area. It's got, let's just check, it's got a forest and it's got quite a few bits, plus it's in a different, bringing our area of control into a whole different sector there. So I think that's a good area to go for. So we're going to move our colonizer in that direction with that aim. Don't think we've got any more. Oh, we've got more points, we can move further, yay. Then I'm not sure if we're doing anything in these places. Sometimes you need to check. Our capital, we're not doing much, so we can build some. Yeah, we might as well, while we're not doing much else, we might as well build some laser turrets. We could build more units, but we don't desperately want them, and they all cost resources. So let's just build some laser turrets while we have time. And the same with there, we don't need to build more units particularly, so we will build laser turrets. Laser turrets can never be bad as long as they're yours. I think that's all the movement points we've really got of the main things. Like I said, I'm not going to keep moving our scouts around all the time, because we've sort of we can, but we've scouted enough, and they'll run into problems as you've seen and get killed. So yeah, okay, so we'll just end that turn. All the other AI, which we've still not found, are moving. Those marauders, because like I said, the AI, when you're fighting them, they can be quite smart, but in what they do attack wise, they're not smart at all. So that band of marauders, which is 340 attack power, is attacking both our armies, which has 1,771 defender power. So that was not a good move on their part, and basically that's like, maybe they wanted to commit suicide by us, but anyway, they succeeded, so they die. That saved us attacking them. They're all dead. We hardly suffered an injury. We got some food from killing them, which is all good. And 32 turns. Doesn't it go quickly? So we will move our colonizer to there. This is how you colonize. Again, you just move your unit over that. You press on that, and it will say found Amazon colony. It always says, for some reason, requires a colonizer, even when you've got a colonizer there. So although it says that in red, ignore that. because for some reason, I don't know if it's a glitch or why, but it always says that even when you're using a colonizer, so don't worry about that. Then it's something that's going to happen next turn. Everything in this game is, so don't worry about certain things. First time I saw that, I was like, what? But it's a colonizer, but just go ahead with your colonizer. I'm going to ignore the red line. So we've got 2 armies here. Let's see what this is. We could definitely attack that and we would win because we have more. But like I would always be careful of moving, which I wasn't in one of the earlier turns, of moving your armies on the same adjacent squares, because sometimes you could move one, as you saw those marauders attacked. So always be careful, like if I'd moved that unit to there, or one of them to there, and one of them was a bit further back, these Paragon dudes might have attacked, and they're not under strength. They would have been a good match for one of our armies, so always be aware. We've got one other little army there. Who's that? Who is that? It's a marauder faction. We could attack that, or we could not attack that. I'm going to leave them because it's only one unit and they'll probably attack us. If they don't, then they can be on their merry way. I don't see the point in wasting our time fighting that. We've got our bird thing. That would be nice. And again, all these big centres. You can see that little thing I told you before, the little thing next to the where it says Eureka Research Centre, is a little gold pillar, or it's a silver pillar. In this case, it's a bronze pillar, and that will tell you how useful, how beneficial the place might be. So that's only bronze, but that's still good. There's some really good ones, but that one's just bronze. There's another bronze one. Some of them, like I said, the gold ones, they will have loads of research and they'll give you army benefits and blah, blah, blah. So if you find the really good ones, they'll give you energy benefits, they'll give you multiple benefits at the same time. We also finished our research.
Everyone needs an excuse to do what they wanted all
Yeah. So that gives us all those things which we already looked at. Again, there's no point in doing it aquatic because we will do it at some point, but there's no rush because we're not near water. It won't benefit us. Preventative surveillance. Again, a lot of these things, that I don't remember all these things. There's many levels of research, so you won't know whether they're good. They sound good, some of them sound great, and they're not that great. Like with everything in every game, it sounds good at the time, and like everything in life, it can sound really good, and then it's not a good idea at all. Counter ops sounds good. Explanation. Hazard removal can be useful if you find something in a sector that you want, and there's some hazard there. Maybe colony infrastructure. Yeah, that sounds good. The thing you get out of that is the Cosmite Research Centre, and once you've done that, I think you can make your own Cosmite, which is a thing, so I think we'll do that one. That's good. And we're kind of good to go for that little turn. All the unknown enemy AI moving around. What I will do is, there you go. See, if you have your scouts, and they're just those single scouts, whatever they might be, at some point they'll be attacked. It'll be an impossible battle. You can't run away, so you might as well just die and accept your fate. We've done all we can. I've actually killed one of the enemy. That's good, but there's no way we could have won that, so there's no point in trying to fight. Yeah, what I will do with this is in this game, once I finish, I won't continue playing this on my own, so I'll just leave this dormant where I am, and if I ever come back, or when I come back to returning to this, I'll play through from this playthrough. I may run it on a little bit at some point just to get slightly further into it, but I will use this playthrough, so if you've watched these and you come back and I'm doing it again, it will be the same kind of setup. because otherwise it's going to be too confusing to just parachute into the game I've already played where I've got like 7 colonies and I'm a different species to start with, blah blah blah. Okay, so there's that. We've colonised, I assume, over there. Yep, there you go. Veladriel. Again, you can rename these, but for the purposes of this at the moment I won't. So we've got a new colony. We can do what we want. We can build the basic units, but the most important thing is to start something. As we're quite a bit away, we might as well improve our military infrastructure, because that means that we have more base defenders and better base defenders. We still make our laser turrets, so now we are going to attack these Paragon idiots, because they started it, not us. And very low below this battle, we've got double their power. We might lose something, we can negotiate, but I think we'd rather kill them actually, so let's just do that. They've got quite a big army and they're quite close, so we didn't lose anybody. Again, you can see in the top in our army, 2 of our units are little like flashy glowy things. They've leveled up again. We killed all of them, served them right. And we got some cosmite, which is always useful. And it says that, and I always think it's a bit odd. I've had that before as well, where it says war's broken out with Paragon, but they declared war on us. You saw that in earlier videos. So they declared war, but basically, I don't know why they would do that. Maybe they think they're being big if they declare war on us and don't do much, which is what I said. They don't actively do much once they declare war. But they declared war on us, and now because we've actually done something about it and we've actually attacked them, war's broken out. So it's a bit of an odd way of doing it, but anyway.
The Objectives interface gives an overview of available objectives. Quests can come from the active victory, in addition to...
We can beat them, we can make peace with them, it tells you all the things we can do. These different bonuses you can get depending on which things you do, like it says conditions met, so we could do 2 quests for them and get peace, which we might do. With this kind of situation, I would suggest you, like I said, you look at we could do that one as well. You look at what areas of theirs you might want to conquer. So, for example, now we're at war with them, and now we're actually at war rather than them just making the threat of war. I don't know what that was. If we wanted to, for instance, conquer that, which we will, I'm sure, because they've not got much there, and it's another. We do it while you're at war. So you can see that that's got a stadium, and it's a Cosmite Spatial Rift. You get +5 in Cosmite every turn. So again, we want that sector, so we will use this war to our advantage for the moment, and then it might benefit us to make peace, do a couple of quests, or even give them something like some energy or some Cosmites to make peace, because while you're at war, get what you want. I think that's again the same in any game. While you're at war with somebody, while you're fighting them and you're on bad terms, take the things you want, even in the real world. Annex the things you want while you want them, and then later on you can make peace and you've got them. So that's the plan here. There's also some bugs, who'll probably kill them as well, but they're not important. Up in our settlement, that okay, so that thing that wanted to be an enemy, it's become a hero. It wasn't a hero last time. I don't know if that's ever happened before. I don't know if they come there as a single unit marauder and then they can change, but that was definitely a single unit we could have attacked last turn, and now it's a hero. So let's see what this hero brings. It's got a sniper, a venom sniper. That sounds good. In general, in all my games, regardless of this game or whether they're even real-time games or turn-based games, I prefer more distance attack. So I've been playing Metal Gear Solid, I think I mentioned in the last video, Phantom Pain. I've been playing with snipers and quite a lot, if you know the game, because I prefer snipers and maybe tech attacks from distance, or maybe, you know, normal rifles from distance, but I'm not a melee person in general, unless it's a game where you've got to fight with swords. It's a fantasy and that's more what you do. But so I think we will have this one. It's going to cost a lot of energy and they get more expensive, but you never know what you'll get next. You can always request another hero if you don't like this one. You never know what you'll get next, or indeed if you'll get another one, because there's definitely a limit. You don't get endless heroes, and I think the limit may well be 5. I had 5. So you don't get endless, and you don't actually know another one will come. So I think if you get a chance, then, you know, as long as it's not one you really definitely don't want, and a sniper's always good, then take it. You can always, like I said, it's a sniper, you can always arm them with a melee weapon as their secondary, or change their main weapon if you wish. So, you know, you've got them, so that's it. So we've not got much energy again, which seems to be our main problem. You need caffeine if it's real life, but it's not real life, so we need to make more energy. So I'm going to do a few things here. We can do energy exploitation. That's okay here, so let's do that, I think, because we really need more energy. Haven't got any sectors here. And now we've got that thing where we can annex a sector, and now, as you can see from the map and how we've done it, where we've got our colony there and our main colony is up there, and we've taken over that sector. Now it's quite useful to take this sector because it's connected to all our others. You can pick, but it's connected to both there and there, and there, which one to annex it to. Now, because our capital has got generally less interesting things around it, this like that mountain range, I'm going to annex this sector to our capital, which means the other colonies got the option to annex something else later. So we'll do that. That'll happen next turn. With this colony, we're looking that way, and then that's the direction where we're attacking these paragons, and ideally we'd like that sector that's got all these bits and pieces, so that's why I didn't do it there. Okay, so we've got movement. We don't want to do anything much there. The slow movement is because we're coming down mountains. That's fine. There's nothing else we need to move, that's all good. Yeah, we will. I mean, at some point, if we're going to start, you know, moving over that side of the mountains, we'll probably want to annex these mountain areas to join up our thing. But again, we don't even know if we want to go over there, because mountains, as you've seen, they take longer to traverse unless you've got lots of flying units, and there's plenty of territories that aren't across the mountains, so we may never want to do that. So there's no point in I'll show you, I've shown you before. There's no point in annexing a sector with nothing. It's just an inhabitable mountain just to get it, unless we've got lots of spare annexing to do and we really want to go over here. We may want to go over here, there's loads of stuff over here, but like I said, at the moment there's enough stuff to be getting on with here. So now we are going to attack these, which we will win because we'll have double the power. We'll also combat it again. And again we win. Two of our low, you can see the two little flashing bars, they've leveled up, which is all good. I'm not sure exactly if there's a huge benefit to levelling up units because they die at some point later when you fight some overpowered enemies. So leveling up's good, but I wouldn't say it's like, wow, that's amazing, they're so much stronger, they can do anything. But anyway, so that's really good. Now we've got that sector clear of Paragon. I know there's one there, we'll probably kill them as well in a minute. I feel no sympathy for them because they attacked us and declared war for no reason. We were quite happy living peacefully with them. What's this here? Not much, but something. So what we'll do there is we will send one of our little armies, and we'll probably put a forward base there just to have that area covered because it's around our capital and there's no mountains exactly there. So we'll just, get a bit more territory. It's another defender base. That's good. I think we want, because that hero's got no army at all, so we'll make something that's cheap, which is that. Okay, so let me just show you again. So in the tabs, unit template manager, and that gives you, there's the Amazon Huntress, that gives you the option to add mods onto that, and then you can make that soldier, that modification of them every time. And they've got a poisoning thing, bio weapon, so we'd want to use one of these. We can use more than one. Melt armor, attacks by chemical residues, so that would be good. Harder to hit, that's good. But you can see there, we can mod up all the units we've already got, which is a very handy mechanic in this game, so you haven't got to go through all the different units you already got of that type. Once we do this, what that means is all the Amazon Huntress units we have in any army, they'll all be modded up to this level, which is good. But as you can see, it's going to take all our energy and a good bit of Cosmite, but it's good because we're leveling up. So we will do that. Always check that while you're doing it. You can give them a name. They give you odd, I don't know why that would be called Fathom. You can call it anything you want. Acid Spew, I don't know, go with that. But I mean, I think, to be honest, if you were going to name them yourself, you might do better naming them something like Unit 1, or because it's easier to remember what they do, or Poison 1 or something, because some of these don't really tell you what they are. But anyway, yeah, we'll go with that. And that's leveled up all our units. Then, as you can see on the unit manager, if we wanted to then make another one of those, we've got the option to make the basic one like we already had, or we can make the extra one, which costs a lot more well, not a lot more, but it costs more Cosmite. So we can make a new one of that, but it'll cost Cosmite each time, or we can just make the basic one that doesn't. So we've got the option. But anyway, so you can do that you can make various versions of any unit. You might want to make one unit with 3 or 4 different mod versions for different reasons. So anyway, that's that. They're still making something there. They're still making, are they? No, they're not. So now we've got sector. We can make some things there. We can make a learning centre if we want. We can make a military innovation centre. We can make a society investment centre. And again, you may not know, and I don't know even, which of these is better, because it's all kind of game dependent, and none of these things are bad, they're just different. So at the moment we won't do one of those, we'll do this. Hang on. Always check the sector when you're going to decide to make something. Check what the sector's good for. So this sector makes almost everything actually, so that's fine. So we can build anything. What I mean is check it's a good sector to do energy production, and again, what we really need at the moment is energy production, because we're not doing very well with energy. Here we're still making something down there. Ideally we're trying to get to there, so it wouldn't hurt to annex this actually. I don't know what's here, but yeah, we're going to annex that based on our kind of plan. What's this? I can't remember. Paragon Barracks. As it says, occupied. It's owned by us, so that sector's owned by us. But to get the grants 10 plus 10 energy and plus 10 industry, and we'd have to actually enter it, and that's a whole other little fight. But we'll annex this sector for now, because it moves us further that way, and what's this here? I don't remember that one. Okay. We've got here, that one. Sometimes, like I said, it's very hard to remember all the things you're doing in a game. What's that say? Upgrade commander. Okay, that just means that we can add skill points onto that commander. That's one of the ones, I think that's us actually, that we used in that battle, so we can upgrade our commander if we wish. We do that by going to the overview, military overview, heroes, and what's this one? So it tells you there, the little arrow with the little green arrow, it tells you how many skill points you've got to use. So we've got 6, it's not a great deal, but examine hero you do, and then it will say skill points down the bottom, and you can save these if you want. We don't need that. Biological expert, that might be useful. Just renewal. Void bullet sounds good. I'm only going to have that one because it just sounds really cool. Void bullets. Still got 4 points. I think we'll save our other points. And as you saw, if you were looking at that, this new leader has many skill points. So we'll just get rid of some of those. They're a sniper at the moment, and we'll keep them as a sniper because I like snipers. So Deadeye will be good. Range specialist will be good. Vitality is a health thing, that's good. Extra vitality is always good. Take lots of vitamins. Parasitic spray. Yeah, that sounds good. Deadeye. That sounds okay. We've got 3 points left, we'll leave them. We've also not got a secondary weapon at the moment, so we might want to do that. We haven't got any, we can't use those two either apparently. And we've got mods we can do, but as you can see we're very low on energy, and all these things cost energy and cosmite to add on usually, so we don't really want to do that yet, we don't need to. So yeah, always bear in mind your supplies of things when you're modding things up and upgrading things and creating new mods of soldiers, because they all cost money and you don't want to run out. So that's that. Okay, that'll do. Okay. Still haven't seen where any of the enemy, and like I said, this is a medium-sized map and that's a big map, so it's quite possible you can not see the enemy, any of the AIs for a while. Okay, so we are here. I think we might as well kill this marauder thing, which is going to die very quickly. It did. One of our units leveled up again, which is great, and we got some food for doing it. Killing those small marauder units is always good because you can level up. And like I said, leveling up your troops isn't amazing. It doesn't mean they can't be killed. It doesn't mean they're somehow indestructible, but it's good. They get slightly better stats. And killing those very low rank marauder units all the time is always good for doing that. So, and there's no harm in doing that because they're just bug marauders, so who cares about them? So we go there, we want to build a forward base. We've got plenty of green circle, which I'm calling it, I can't remember what that's called. We'll build a forward base there. That's good. We've still got very little energy. I know how that feels, so we're not going to be able to do anything much else, really. They're still building infrastructure. This one is not. Yeah, they're still building energy and upgrading a sector. This one is upgrading a sector. We've done one of our research colony infrastructure. That's good. So we've got some more more structures we can build. Okay, just for the sake of it, and because that's like one turn, I'm going to do that to get it out of the way. And that's the time to do it, to be honest, because earlier on, when you start, it costs probably 3 or 4 turns, and now it's 1, so it's not really important. So we just did that to use it up. When you research things, again, it can be quite important. So, you know, if we've been near the sea or a very big river, we might have wanted to do that straight away, but it takes longer early on, and now we've done it now. It took 1 turn, it's done. It's all good. Okay, happiness in Guessagaingaming has improved because we produce some extra energy, I assume. Yeah, energy exploitation. We completed a task, which is good. We created our forward base, spaces, faction demand. We'll see what that is in a moment. Okay, now do we want to kill these? Let's see what they are. Let's go on a killing spree, killing these paragon people, because there's more bugs there as well, but no, we can't kill everybody at the same time. Or can we? And like I said, while we're in a war with them, let's just wipe out as much of them as we can. They've got units all over the place, so we won't be finished. We've got quite a good bit out of that. We've got energy and food and research. We'll take that, and they're dead. Yeah, war's broken out. You get, again, I'm not quite sure whether that's a bug or whether it's some part of the game I've not quite understood, but they declare war, but then you're not quite at war, and then later on when you attack them, you're at war, and it's broken out. And then we've just had a thing that said war's broken out, and that's broken out again. So I don't quite know why it does that, but anyway, it's one of those things you just learn in the game to think, yeah, whatever. So that's fine. We would like to build a forward base at some point, but we won't just yet because we're not on the right square. But that sector has got quite a few things as well. Gravity generator, that sounds good. Yeah, so there's quite a few things around here. So we've got our areas kind of to there, so we can kind of move in a bit. Might build a colony down there at some point, actually. So what else have we got? We still don't want to waste energy on building new units. I don't know what that sector is. Let's just check. It's river. Okay. Boost that. We might want to build a forward base there at some point, but we're not going to send our leader off down there because they've not really got a very big army. Other than there, you can see we're with the forward base, so we've got the defending base army, but they've only actually got a small army, so we don't want to risk any of our... In fact, we might build a new unit. Yeah, let's build an upgraded Huntress unit with the extra mods we put on, because 35 is not shocking. You can see how it comes along quite quickly. I mean, I think at the beginning of this we had like 2 colonies and less territory. Now we've got 3 colonies. We've got an extra territory, or 2 extra. We got that one there, and we've wiped out a lot of Paragon because they were being dicks, really. Let's see what these spacers want. They demand 15 in that. Like I said, in this, you can decline, which we can now because we've already done a quest for them, so it won't mean automatic war. We can do a quest, which is sometimes worthwhile, or we can just give them that, and at the moment, because we've got a few other little things and we're dealing with Paragon, we'll just give them the Cosmark. You can spare that. We could have done the quest as well, but whatever. and we've got both our researches done. So we get a searing module and laser ablation, which is the thing you use in the battle, and a mod. And we've got loads of lots of different things we could do. Void technology sounds, I like that. Always sounds cool, void riffs and void technology, and that's why I got those void bullets. We could do that and get a unit, but I think I like that void thing because I just like it. And then we've got a society tech. Preventative surveillance. And it says void tech, I like that. Okay, we'll do that. Not that I've got a thing about it. It just sounds cool. It sounds cool in this game. In space games, void tech and things like that always sound cool. Probably doesn't do anything at all. So we can go here. And we can build a forward base, which is what we wanted to do. And I'm going to send this one that way, and the plan will be to build a forward base there, so we've got it all linked up. Again, that's just me. I don't think you don't have to link all your sections together, but I do, and I would have done in any game. Like I said, I take this kind of back to the kind of thing like Total War and those kind of games, where if you've got breaks in your area of influence, sometimes someone else can take an area in between you, and then it's hard to get supplies through and armies through, and so it's a thing I kind of picked up from those games. So that's just me, but it doesn't mean that you have to do it like that. We got a proposal. I don't think that means it's a marriage proposal. Oh, maybe it is. Who knows? I don't think there's any romance in this game or anything like that. Low risk battle, marauders engaged. So they're attacking one of our colonies, actually. So we'll just... I don't know, they're attacking a forward base, so that's fine. We just killed them off. Forward bases are always going to have enough defender power to defend against like those kind of free unit marauder armies, but if they get attacked by a Paragon army, they might struggle, and sometimes you might want to leave one of your own armies there. So okay, let's see, let's see what the proposal is. It wasn't a proposal of marriage, and looking at that thing, I'm pretty glad about that, because I'd have definitely declined. Non-aggression pact. Again, at some point we'll end up at war with all these things, or they'll kill each other off. But at the moment, that sounds good. There's no point in being on bad relations with them, and it's one less player we're fighting with, so that's good. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to go here. We're going to build a forward base there. We'll probably build one there as well in a minute, and then we'll have the whole little side of that all nicely sewn up. And we'll leave, like I said, we can leave that's a bit further away from everybody, so we can leave an army in that forward base just to protect it, because Paragon is around there somewhere, I know. We've got that new unit, which we will send to our leader there, just to bolster that army a bit. We'll leave that leader there in case we need them to make a new army at some point. I wouldn't send your leaders on their own anywhere, because they can get killed, and there's no point really. Here we still make... oh no, we're not making anything, okay. So we can, we haven't got any sectors there, so we can make a recreational dome, which gives happiness, and as we're not doing anything much else there, and we don't know if we want to make any of these big infrastructures there yet, we'll build a dome. Let's make people happy. It's always a good thing. Here, again, we're not doing anything. We can upgrade the energy sector. We're making quite a bit of energy. In our sector, I don't know what we want to do there. We can upgrade our energy, that'll be good, we'll do that. In the other colony, no, we're still doing an energy production thing there, so that's fine. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a good spread of our colony. We've got 4 leaders in different things. We've got a plan now. You can see how from it starting off kind of vague and you're not quite sure what you're doing. Different events in the game, like the Paragon NPC faction declaring war, although it didn't quite mean that, but apparently that's what it ended up being. It meant that we could attack them and take over some of their areas. We've now kind of got a whole area of our influence, which is big, I feel, because we've got sectors, or we've got forward bases, we've got 3 colonies. We've come down here, we've got extra forward bases there. We will, like I said, plan on going is to probably build a forward base there, maybe one there. We've already got one there, so we'll have a whole line of our influence there. And the same with our colony over here. We'll start thinking to like expand outwards that way maybe and do things there. So there you go, that's Age of Wonders Planetfall. So my overall thoughts of this game, just having played just through this, I've not played it out of videos since I started these videos. Like I said, I play a lot of games, that's not necessarily a negative to this. But I would say it's a fun game, it's well done. I haven't found any glitches, particularly little things like when it says you've got a coloniser, you need a coloniser and you've got a coloniser, but little tiny things, but nothing shocking. I've not had any crashes. It's quite a fun game. I've been playing it very much in a kind of civilization building way, in that I've used the battles as an auto-resolve rather than manual combat, but you can do them all manual. And later on, when you get the much more close battles where they're much more even, I would suggest you probably want to do it manually, but I've not had any of those yet. So it's quite a fun game. My own feeling, and like I said, this is just my feeling, is that it's a game that I would play occasionally, but it's not a game that I'm going to drop tons of time in, because it falls into a kind of between Phantom Doctrine and Disciples Liberation and XCOM 2 and all those kind of games where I think they've got a bit more going. There's a bit more, you feel involved with the characters, in XCOM 2, with your own troops that you've created and leveled up if they get killed, with Phantom Doctrine, probably with a story, with Disciples Liberation, again with the characters. One thing this game I think could do with and misses is that kind of character thing. You're not really a character yourself, you don't really do anything other than just move around and fight and make decisions, but you're not involved in much dialogue. And the other leaders you have aren't involved at all, and they don't have any kind of dialogue. So I think it misses a little thing there where it would add to the game, but it's good, it's fun. But I don't feel it has that one thing that clicks where it's like, yeah, but I really care. It's fun to play, but I don't feel like I'm playing because I really care about any of our characters or any of our infrastructure. I'm playing because the job of the game is to win and to build a civilization, not because I actually care. And that's not bad, but it will mean it's a game I pop back into occasionally, and it's easy to pick up once you've not played it for a while, but it's not a game that I'm going to suddenly want to be playing over and over again for days and days and days in a row, often, I don't think. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching. Next time I'll be playing a game called Genesis Alpha 1, which is a very strange roguelike game. It's a mix of lots of different games, it's hard to explain, and the only way I can explain it is to play it. I think it needs explanation, and I'll be doing a few videos on that, at least a few, because it's not an easy game to explain. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day for Guessagaingaming and myself. Take care.